everyone! Our lesson for today in mathematics is how to calculate speed, distance, and time. Module 5, Quarter 3, Milks Based. This is Teacher Marge, your teacher for today. Before we start with our lesson, let us have our objective for today. What do we need to know? Number 1, state the formula in finding the speed, distance, and time. Number 2, identify the speed, the distance, and time in the given problem. And number 3, solve each problem involving speed, distance, and time. Let's have our problem for today. Jonathan bought a new car. He drove his car from Manila to Baguio City at an average speed of 65 kilometers per hour for a total of 4.5 hours. How far did he travel? Now let us analyze the problem by using the guide questions. Question number 1. What is asked in the problem? We have the total distance that Jonathan traveled. Number 2. What are given in this problem? So in this problem, we have 65 kilometers per hour, which is the average speed, and 4.5 hours, which refers to the time. Number 3. Represents the unknown using a variable. You can use any variable if you want. Since you are asked to find the distance that Jonathan traveled, let the variable d represent the distance traveled. So d is equals to the distance traveled in kilometer. Number 4. Let us relate the given information in the problem to the unknown number of kilometers by means of an equation. There is a relationship that exists among distance, time, and speed. Now let us have our DST triangle here, or the magic triangle here. So we have D over S and T, wherein D stands for distance, S for speed, and T for time. In order to calculate the speed, the distance, and the time, we have to follow the formula. So to find the distance, which stands for d, we multiply the average speed and time. So d is equals to speed, or s, times t. And to find the speed, divide the distance by the time. So s is equals to d over t. To find time, divide the distance by the average speed, wherein time is equals to distance divided by speed, or t is equals to d over s. It is very important for us to know, or to identify, or to memorize the formula given in calculating the speed, the distance, and the time. Continue, the equation d is equals to s times t, wherein d is the distance, s is the speed, and t is the time, which describes the problem. Then afterwards, we are going to solve for the equation. So we have here d is equals to speed times time. The given are 65 kilometer for the speed, and the time is 4.5 hours. So we are going to multiply 65 kilometer multiplied by 4.5 hours. Here is the illustration in multiplying the two given. So these are the partial product, which are 325 added to 260. If you are going to combine the two, or to add the two, you are going to get 292.50. So the final answer is distance is equals to 292.50 kilometer. Jonathan traveled 292.50 kilometer to reach Baguio City. So let us study the speed, distance, and time formula. The relationship between speed, distance, and time can be expressed in the following. Letter A. Speed is equals to distance over time, or S is equals to D over T. Letter B. Distance is equals to speed times time, or D is equals to S times T. And letter C, we have time is equals to distance over speed, or T is equals to D over S. So now that we have our formula, I hope that everybody would retain the formula on your mind to be able for you to calculate the speed, the distance, and the time. Able for you to calculate the distance and the time. Now let us have the definition of terms. So what is speed? Speed is a scalar quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. Distance is the total length between two positions. Time is the quantity measured or measurable period during which an action, process, or condition exists or continues. And average speed is a measure of the distance traveled in a given period of time. It is sometimes referred to as the ratio of distance and time. Now the following table lists units in common use for speed and their abbreviations. So we have here 4 columns. First is for the distance, the time, the speed, and the abbreviation. So these are the units or the list of units that common use for speed and their abbreviations. So I hope that everybody will jot down this in your notes and try to memorize or try to be familiarized with this common unit used for speed with their abbreviations. Let us apply what we have learned. Example number 1. If a car travels 100 kilometers in 2 hours, find the average speed. So we have the solution. Average speed is equals to distance over time. So our given is 100 kilometers divided by 2 hours, we will get 50 kilometers per hour. The answer, the average speed of the car is 50 kilometers per hour. Take note that the car does not travel at a constant speed of 50 km per hour. Remember, its speed varies during the journey. For example number 2, Wayne's motorcycle's average speed on a motorcycle is 50 km per hour. If he drives it for 4.5 hours, how far does he travel? For the solution, using the formula to find the distance. So we are looking for the distance. Distance is equals to speed times time. The given are, for speed, we have 50 km per hour multiplied by 4.5 hours. So we have distance is equals to 225 kilometers. Answer, he can travel a distance of 225 kilometers. For example number 3, Michael can type 840 words in 20 minutes. Calculate his typing speed in A. Words per minute, B. Words per hour. To show the solution, his typing speed can be calculated as typing speed is equals to 840 divided by 20. If we are going to divide 840 by 20, we are going to get 42. So the answer is 42 words per minute. So therefore, in 1 hour, because in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. So, typing speed is equals to 42 multiplied by 60 minutes. So, 42 times 60 is equals to 2,520. So, our final answer here is 2,520 words per hour. So, Michael can type 2,520 words per hour. And Michael can type 42 words per minute. Now, after understanding our lesson for today, after our discussion, you already know how to calculate the speed, the time, and the distance. And you already have the formula with you. So, let us try this one. Everybody, get your ball pen and paper. So, that's it. Thank you very much. I hope you learned a lot today. This is your teacher, Teacher Marge, saying goodbye. See ya!